Hey, hello, I am Jeroen Achtien from restaurant Inter Scaldes in the Netherlands, in the beautiful small village Kruiningen. Yeah, today we're going to cook a few beautiful dishes, and we will start with our, well, pretty much of a signature dish, what I do already since the start here in the restaurant, but also already in Switzerland, and it's called the Sûkerbôle. So it's actually a sweet bread with a little bit of cinnamon inside, what is well known actually from Friesland, so the north of Holland, where I come from, and we're going to start with this one. And I do this together with Job. Job is our pastry chef. So we start here with actually the Sûkerbôle. So it's a beautiful bread, as you can see, with a lot of sugar inside. So if you're on diet, then forget it. On the bottom, you see a certain caramelization on the bottom that comes from the sugar, what melts down, of course, to the bottom. It starts baking and starts to caramelize, and that's why the top is a little more dry. So actually, we cut this in thin slices on the cutting machine, like this. So nice and thin slices. And there you see also the cinnamon inside. So you see a beautiful structure of the cinnamon inside. In the meanwhile, Job is preparing the base. So we're gonna make like kind of actually a classic bread pudding. So that means actually we have in this way we have bread and we have some cheese. So it's called the Grevenbroecker. So that's from Belgium, just over the border. From Holland to Belgium. It's a beautiful cheese, as you can see. It's very nice and creamy, but has also some nice spicy notes. And it can handle that really well, actually, because of the beautiful sweet bread. So, sweet bread, not sweet bread. Then we have gonna make a mixture of some cream, a few eggs and a few egg yolks. So 4 eggs. We have a liter of cream. And then we have 7 egg yolks. So we will gonna combine this dish later with some banana ice cream. So that gives a nice fruity touch on the whole story. And from the same cheese, we also made actually a kind of snow. So we have a snow. We make it in liquid nitrogen. Just put like cubes of the cheese inside, and then afterwards we put it in a blender. And then you have a nice powder of the snow, so that gives this last extra kick of this nice and creamy but also spicy cheese. What we also do with it is we made actually like a beautiful thin crisp of blueberries, and also a gel of blueberries, and then with that some chili, what I will show you later. So actually we use a Thai chili for it. So very spicy, of course, like the really beautiful small ones. But we made them a little bit softer with a nice juice with lemon inside. So now I mix the mixture together of the cream and the eggs. Luckily Job is very fast, so I do this and he does that. It's like how his daily goes. He's not always so quiet, huh? Maar je doet het goed, Job. Lekker zo, lekker stil. So we pour the complete mixture over the sugar bread. So it soaks into the bread a little before we put it in the oven. We will put it in the oven on 160 degrees for 20 minutes with the foil on top. So actually that the eggs will be cooked. Then we take the foil off and then finish the baking process on 200 degrees till it's nice golden brown. And then after the baking session, we really put it under pressure overnight. And we have a very special kitchen technique for that, but we will show you later. All right, over here we have our sugar bread. Nice golden brown, as you can see. So actually, you see here also that like the start of the sugar bread, yeah, we actually make it again. So you have the same beautiful, a little bit more dry golden brown layer. Yeah, then our special technique, like I promised. Over here, another baking sheet. Container on top. And then the special way how we sometimes do things. Definitely in the kitchen. It needs some pressure. So we're gonna give it some pressure. On both sides, one. That's the way how we do it. And then overnight, under pressure. And after that, you can cut these beautiful straight cubes like you saw before. Have fun. Don't drink everything in once. So we're gonna start with the plating of the Sûkerbôle. So I will have over here, we have a warm sugar bread together with the cheese. So actually what we did, well, we put it under pressure overnight and then we cut small cubes inside. A smart item to do is you make a small V in the middle. And because you make the small V in the middle, later with the ice cream we put on top, it stays also a little in the middle. I showed you before about the sugar bread, that you have this nice caramelization underneath. Actually, we're gonna make that again, this caramelization, but a bit stronger, on top of the sugar bread. So that's what I'm gonna show you right now. So we have some cane sugar. And then we make this nice layer of caramel on top of this small sweet creation. If you don't have this beautiful one, then just take a flame torcher. It works also pretty well, but this is a little bit more in control, and that has to do, as you can see, and that has actually, yeah, to do with the flame. You quickly burn also the bread, and then you get some bitters with it. By the way, you see here also the beautiful marbling inside of the sugar bread with the cheese. So this one comes on the plate. On top of that we have a gel made from the blueberries. Then comes on top an ice cream from banana. So actually it's almost a pure banana compote. And because of the structure, what has a banana itself, you don't need any helping powders or whatever, or gelatin or agar or whatever. So it's just like the pure banana that comes on top. Then I always press it down already a little bit, so you create some stability for later for the chip. So we make a small dot inside. Then on top of that comes a caramel. We change this a little bit by the season sometimes. This is now from topinambur. We also make it when the topinambur season is over. We make it from celeriac. So it has both a little bit this earthiness and celeriac a bit more the saltiness inside. So that's this part already. We prepare the chip, the blueberry chip, like I said before. Also on top of that we do a few dots of the blueberry gel. And the reason there we put some dots on, because on top of these dots we're gonna do some Thai chili. So like I showed you before, or I told you before, we have this small Thai chili, cut it in small stripes, put it in this sweet and sour citrus marinade. Put those on top of the blueberry. Just 3 pieces, believe me, that's enough. Then we put the chip on top. And just press it in a little bit so it comes also stable to the table for your guests. So far the dish. And then as last, like I told about the snow. I know a lot of people think nowadays, certainly chefs, that maybe nitrogen is a little bit old school already. But I don't do it for just the fun or the look. For me it's also a way of creating some different experiences. So I do it actually for the taste. And here we have a few items on a plate. So actually the chili, we give the guests always my pin set. If a guest likes chili, then they can take the chili from the chip, they eat it, they have a little small spiciness coming up. If they like more chili, they take another one, and then you start to eat the dish and it's getting beautiful round. If you don't like spicy, you just start to eat and you will, believe me, you will feel nothing of the chili because it's so small and tiny, you just chew it away. Regarding the nitrogen, now you see the more beautiful snow. So it almost looks like a blue snow. So it's not just about the smoke, it's about the differences in temperatures. So we have over here a beautiful warm sugar bread on a warm plate, and on top of that we put an ice cold powder of this blueberry cheese. So it's not just fun and the look, that's a very important message. It is certainly about the flavor, because once you start eating this, it feels really comfortable, it's easy going, because the cold takes a little bit of the flavor away, but then it starts to warm up in your mouth, and then the hit comes from the blue cheese. I would like to say, people, enjoy.